Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is your Modern Tech Breakdown. Today I'm taking a look at Google's latest attack on Microsoft in the EU. Let's jump into it. Here I have an article from the Wall Street Journal that outlines Google's latest attack on Microsoft. Here's the gist of what has gone down. Google has filed an antitrust complaint with the European Union accusing Microsoft of using its strong position in the enterprise software market to push customers to its Azure cloud services. And this is actually just the latest attack and the latest back and forth between these two companies that goes back well over a decade. In 2015, Microsoft partnered with a very small unknown web company to launch an antitrust complaint against Google's search business. The company was called Foundum. You know it today as, you don't know it today. It was never a real thing. But back then, Microsoft was still trying to compete in the search business, and Microsoft spent big dollars to fund all kinds of supposed industry trade groups, splinter groups in Europe in order to get the EU to scrutinize Google's business. Now, Google has launched an antitrust complaint alleging Microsoft's licensing practices are preventing it from competing in the cloud services market. Specifically, Google alleges that Microsoft makes it impossible for any competitor to offer similar pricing for running Windows Server. It's not clear what they mean by this, but it sounds like they're saying that Microsoft prices Windows Server virtual machines in Azure such that other competitors like Google cannot compete when they have to pay a Microsoft license fee on top of the cost of running the VM. That's a little bit of speculation on my part. The article doesn't fully state that, but that's what seems to be what Google is alleging. So I don't know what that they really have a strong case here. Do they expect to be able to run Windows software without paying Microsoft a license fee? Or perhaps they would like to require Microsoft to charge more for its Azure Windows Server VMs? I don't know how a Microsoft price increase could be argued to help consumers. A price increase would hurt consumers. So I'm not sure what Google is trying to get after here. Where is it written that Google must be allowed to offer Windows virtual machines at the same price as Microsoft? Microsoft makes Windows Server. They are naturally going to have that advantage. And why doesn't Google do more to innovate, to make its cloud offerings more attractive, where price isn't the only factor that goes into choosing a cloud provider? They could make and offer their own proprietary server software to build the same advantage that Microsoft has. To me, this is such an embarrassing move, honestly, by both companies. I'd prefer they battle it out for customers by making their products better rather than crying to their big daddy, the European government, to help them out. It's just sad this is happening in Silicon Valley, supposedly the home of innovation and aversion to government involvement. Also, it's a bit exhausting keeping up with all the various ways the EU is trying to either run technology companies by telling them how to design their products, like Apple has been told, or by looting them with fines and taxes. That said, most of these tech companies haven't ingratiated themselves to the American public over the last several years with heavy-handed censorship and deplatforming. So yeah, you get what you sow, Silicon Valley. I don't think the American people are coming to save you from the EU. And with that, I'll leave it there. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.